Hello everyone and welcome with another episode. Today I am live with an amazing guest. She's from Nigeria. She's an educationist and social activist. So let's welcome and talk with him. Hello,
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. And what's about you?
I'm very fine, thank you. Actually, I'm from Zambia.
Zambia. Okay. Sorry for mistake. She's from Zambia. So let's welcome and talk with him. So thank you so much for giving me your precious time for interview.
I'm actually honored.
My player. So please introduce yourself first so that our audience know about you, who you are, and where you from, and what are you doing right now nowadays. So please introduce yourself.
Um, my name is Mutinta Masowe from Zambia, and I'm a teacher by profession, graduated from Kwame Nkrumah University. I have a bachelor's degree of arts with education, and I'm an advocate. Mostly, I'm passionate about women issues, so I'm a gender advocate, a strong one for that matter. And also, I'm also involved in youth issues such as sexual reproductive health and rights. I'm also thinking of starting my own foundation, perhaps coming 2021. Of course, I've actually been mobilizing myself on social media about making sure that it is already like getting known on social media, but come next year, it will be where we'll be working on the ground. So I'm actually involved in a lot and a lot of issues, but mostly what I'm passionate about are gender issues. Yeah.
Yeah, you are passionate about social agenda issues. So, thank you for introduce yourself. She's a great lady, audience. She is a great lady and doing a great job and great work. So, today we are discuss about his life journey, about his work, about his culture, about his place where she lives. So, first of all, thank you for introducing yourself. So, second one, please share with us your life journey because you you are now working amazing work. Uh, you are doing a great job in right now. So please share your life journey, where you study, how you are in your childhood, and what mission you have in your childhood. So please share your life journey with us, with my audience.
Okay. Um, First of all, I will talk about my early education. That was from grade, I think from my first grade to seventh grade. So from the first grade, we used to stay in a different town called Chisamba. That's where we used to stay. It's a remote area from here, from central province of Zambia. That's where my dad got, I think, his first appointment there where we were staying. So when we eventually moved I think I did my first grade and second, but I was too young to proceed to go into the third grade. So what my dad did was like, okay, you still need to maintain to be in your third grade. Then after that, that's when you are a bit older, that's when you can be able to progress to go to maybe the next grade. But that came with the time my dad got a transfer to come to Central Province, where I had to repeat again the second grade. I was put in the second grade class where because of the shifting and that disturbance. So when we came here, I decided to I decided to continue. Hello? Sorry about that. So from there, I had continued from the second grade to third grade, and my primary school was I was a bit of a loner and an introvert. And after that, I became more active and became more socially, able to talk to people when I became in my seventh grade at Ngungu Primary School here in Kawe. That's where now I decided to say, okay, I think me being an introvert, people would take advantage of me, and so I became a person that started standing up for myself, and I believed in myself because I had low self-esteem at some point. So I found my backlashes both from elderly people and from people of my peers. Then after that, after I started coming out of my shell, it made me to start speaking, being a public speaker until my 12th grade, where I had to, 10th grade, I moved from a girls' school, coming to a core school where we had both boys and girls. And I think that's where my father was teaching, because he's a teacher as well, because he wanted to keep an eye on me, seeing me growing up and everything, and making sure that I concentrated in school. So I decided to start concentrating more of co-curricular activities. And I didn't do well in my mathematics by then. And then he told me, he said, no, you are not going to go anywhere or to go to college to proceed if you don't do well in mathematics. So you have to write your mathematics. Then I was a bit scared because my father he's a teacher. So once he tells you something, you have to do it. Then I eventually did well, and I got myself a merit from there in my mathematics. And I was like, okay, it's now time for me to go to college. I did my college here at it's a historical school. It's called Nkrumah University. So Nkrumah University is actually the first educational institution in Zambia. It was founded by one of the African's prominent leaders who's no more now. He is a Ghanaian, but he came through the struggle, the scramble for Africa. He opened it in Zambia, and now we have it here in the central province of Kawe, in the central province of Zambia, I mean, which is Kawe. So Kawe means a rock. And then it's, first of all, in the beginning, Kawe was called Broken Hill. So Broken Hill is actually coming from an ape who was the first to be traced, who looked like human in Africa. He was found in Central Province, where I am right now in Kawe. Who he was looking like a man. They found a skull. The archaeologists found a skull here, where they got the skull. I think the skull is in Britain now. Where they got it, they had to do all those like the archaeological studies about it. It was found that this where the ape-like human being was found here. So they got the name Broken Hill from the broken human ape. And then after that, they changed it because we have a huge rock, which is called Kawe, and it's called the rock. That's why it's called the rock of authority. So it's actually stationed here. So from there on, we had a lot of different historical sites here. And yeah, and I'm here now. Yeah.
Yes, you are here now with me. So there's a great journey that you share with me, with my audience. So as you say that as you ask that as you say that your father is a teacher. So what you learn from your father, because he is a teacher, and he know about education system. So what you learn about from your parents, first of all from your father.
Okay. What I learned from my father is the aspect of having courage and also following what you believe in and being you. If not everybody will like you, but you just have to be you. And if you're doing things that are right, definitely you have to go for it, because not everybody will like you and the others will just be antagonistic. So what I learned from him is just having that resilience of whoever is like there, whatever challenges come, he will still go for it. And he is one person that would want you to work very hard despite of your gender, despite of you being female, despite of you being male, you have to work hard for it. Similarly with my mom as well, she's a bit soft-spoken, but she's one woman that I've understood to be the backbone and the strongest. So it's like they kind of like intertwine, they correlate. My father is a man that is able to stand out and tell you he doesn't love, to lack of a better word, he doesn't love nonsense. He will say, do this and you have to do it. But my mom is a bit calmer. She will be able to say, okay, and calm the situation down. So from both my parents, what I've understood, and him being, they are both actually, I can say, they've played a very important role in my life. Dad, the time he used to be my teacher. He used to, when I misbehave, he used to spank me even in class to show that, to say that there was no favoritism just because he's my father. And then he has to give me like as if I'm a favorite, but he had to show me to say, once you are here, there is nothing like your parent. What, moreover, I'm here to see that you're not doing things that are right in school. So I'm, as a father, I'm supposed to reprimand you for whatever things that you're doing, because I know I'm spending money here and I don't love nonsense and all that. So he would even like give me a hard time in class so that I do very well. And thank God I was always trying my best to be an outstanding student and no issues in school. So those are the things that he has taught me in this life, like to always go observe discipline. And you being a female, you don't need to say, okay, I'm a female, I need to do, go for it. It's about gender equality anyway. Yeah.
Yes, you say that you will learn a lot and important things from your father, from your mother, from your family. As you are passionate about humanitarian works, so tell me about this work and what you would you like to share with your with us your experiences about this work because you are passionate about humanitarian works. So please share.
Okay. Um, what I'm actually doing is has not really been an easy road, but it's about, I was reading somewhere there's a prominent man out there that said something. He mentioned that if you want to reach your greater cause, there will always be challenges that will come across, because for you to realize your passion, you have to come across challenges that will shape you to be, to do and maybe to realize your passion and what your purpose in this life. So for me, my journey has not really been so smooth, I can say. I've found people that have always wanted, people have different reasons why they are in this humanitarian work. Others are here for just to make a name. Others are here to make money. Others are here for passion. Others, people have different reasons. So you have to learn to deal with such people also as you are getting yourself in the humanitarian business as well. Because if you're not strong, I cannot lie to you. You can be able to give up and say, okay, I think I'm not strong for this. This work is for the strong-hearted. This work is for the survivors. This work is for those people that know why they are there. The reason why, if you have a purpose to that, then that's when you can be able to manage. Like for me, it has really been, it has been like a ripple, like from next stage to the next stage. I find good people. I find people that are not really using bad. but those people that are willing to support, but in with a hidden agenda, and others will be coming to just make sure that they get aligned with me and they bring me down, because they say bring your like once you bring your friends close and your enemies closer, it's more like they would want to come and see exactly my weakness and where they have to uh, put the pressure point for me to be low. And there are times whereby I become low, and there's some times whereby I feel like giving up, but I know my purpose. I don't stop from there, because if I look at my dad's story, which he tells me in my other siblings almost every time, it wasn't an easy road. And if he gave up, I wouldn't have been here. So now looking at it's even more than what he passed through, and he is still there and he's doing fine. So what about me? So these small challenges are just there to shape my purpose. So I am actually doing advocacy right now, which is quite very, very, very serious and hard. Once you're doing advocacy, you become a target to the society. To people will give you all the blows that they would want to throw stones against you. They will throw lemons. But hey, once people throw lemons at you, you just need to make lemonade from there. So I'm thanking God because I have a strong foundation of where I'm coming from, and the people that I have come across, like aligned myself with, they've been my support system, and I can always count on them. It's not everyone that are that don't like you, but you just need to persevere anyway. So I'm actually doing like advocacy, as I said. I'm doing sexual reproductive health and rights. I'm also doing a bit of youth advocacy as well, like with and gender advocacy. So with gender advocacy, we believe for us to say the purpose, like why the world is in disarray right now, I think it needs a woman. We're trying to usher some women to think of taking part in decision making and policy making out there. So once women become part and parcel, we feel women have a motherly heart and a tender heart whereby they can easily take care of our homelands. And then for the youth, we believe in taking a lead and taking action because we believe in the power of the youth. And also in terms of sexual reproductive health and rights, every person should always think that um, health is paramount. Without health, you cannot enjoy anything out there. So you need to make sure that your health is okay. So it can be sexual, it can be emotional, it can be physical, it can be in different ways, but it should be health. And you need to know your rights, and you don't need to use your rights carelessly and just because you say you have human rights. And so we teach all these things to people. We get ideas from the experienced expatriates as well, so that we might learn the ground where we are in. So it's really quite bulky, but those are the things I can talk of in terms of the work that I do. Yeah.
Yes, amazing. That's so amazing. So as you doing a great job, you are learn a lot from your life, and you are doing many things about in your life. So my question is that what's your mission? What's your plan for further 2 years, 1 years? Because you move, because you want to move further. So you have some plans for your life, for your further 2 years, 1 years. So if you share these plans with us, so it's great for us.
Okay. My plan is to have a foundation of my own, probably next year. That is a short-term plan. I hope I will achieve that one, but I am actually plans are underway. I'm actually planning towards that for next year. Then there are some of the long-term plans that I'm thinking of. I want to be the first female president of my country. So those are the things that I'm thinking of one day. But first of all, before realizing that dream, I need to make sure that I make the ground for women to be conducive. because I know the political arena right now is not really favorable for women. There's still that stereotype that is there. There's the patriarchal system that is there, male dominant. But I want it to be also partly matriarch, whereby it's equal, 50-50. Whereby if I go in it, I will know where I'm standing. Yeah. So like right now, I cannot really say it's really conducive, favorable for a woman, but I know definitely by the time I reach maybe somewhere 35 or maybe so, I will be able to create the environment that I feel is conducive for me and my other women out there. And we have seen a turnaround right now. Women are going in leadership, governance. We have one, of course, in the US who is the first vice female president, of course, of yeah. We had our own here who was the first female vice president as well. So far right now, I saw an article of our women from all the different countries to see how the system is favorable for women. And it's quite so nice to see women of all different political parties coming together and going just to learn from another country to see on how this political arena is favorable for the way how Rwanda has managed to create that environment for women. So I need also to learn that from my mothers who have actually gone there to go and see. Then I need to also teach myself also to become one. Then I need to also teach myself also to become once I go to the same scenario of being a politician or being what, I will be able to be strong to do that. But I always dreamt of being the first female president. So I hope that happens. Yeah, that's my long-term plan. Yeah.
So you have different plans for further for your futures. So thank you so much for sharing such plans, sharing such life journey you have passed. Thank you so much again for giving me your precious time for interview, and thank you so much again. So in last, tell me about your place where you live, about where you live in the world. So if you tell me about this, it's a great, wonderful thing for us.
Okay. Where I live, it's the place is called Zambia. It's the place is called Zambia. It's in the central southern region of Africa. And the way you can explain it, I think it's a landlocked country. So these countries that are surrounding Zambia are Namibia, Zimbabwe, we have South Africa, we have Tanzania, we have also, I think, Malawi. So we are in the middle. So these are our neighboring countries. So in this, our own country, it's a multiracial country. It's a friendly country. It's a country where we have all different religions. People are free to be whatever religion they would want to be. And also we have historical sites. Of course, our country was a British colony, so we use much English, but we have 72 languages here, which is, but we have, I think, 7 local languages that are a bit kind of like have got that language prestige. We have Tonga, we have, that's where I'm coming from, Tonga. Then Lozi, that's where also I am from because my mother is from the Lozi tribe. Then my father is he's a Tonga. Then we have Bemba. Bemba is also one of the biggest tribes here as well. We have Nyanja, also one of the biggest tribes, in a number of them. There are about 7 local languages that have language prestige that are very, very big. But we have 72 altogether languages here. So we have different provinces, like we have northwestern, we have central, where I'm living right now. We have eastern, we have southern, we have of western as well. So where I'm living, it's like in the middle of Zambia. It's central province. So you can't go to this capital city, Lusaka, without passing through central. We can't go to the northern, which is the copper belt. So Zambia is known for copper as well, before I forget. We are known for copper because we have what is called the province called the copper belt, where you find a lot of copper there. So we export copper, and we have different types of traditional foods here. So other than that, there's still just a lot. If you would want to come to this place, Zambia, and know, if you want someone to tell you, it can take the whole day, but you need to be here to know exactly what Zambia is all about, because maybe 98% you get it from how you live with the people. And once you live with the people, then you get acquainted to exactly what I'm talking about here. But other than that, this is exactly what we are known for. And we have actually the biggest fig tree in, I think it's one of the 7 wonders in the whole wide world. It's actually found here in Central Province where I am. Yeah.
Yes, thank you so much for sharing such ideas you have and sharing with us your life journey. You share your place, which is a wonderful place you ask. So, thank you so much for giving me your time and nice to meet you. God bless you. You have great plans for future. So, God bless you and thank you so much. Bye bye.
Thank you very much for interviewing me, and I hope to visit Pakistan as well. Thank you.
Thank you.